Before we get going, I just want to point out that this first episode is going to be audio only for a few reasons. Number one, I never actually got to the part of the game where you can play the game. Number two, I had almost finished recording and editing all of the audio for this episode by the time I realized I wouldn't be able to make it visually engaging. And number three, I refuse to throw away what I already have to video record myself saying the exact same thing in an effort to please your eyeballs. Secret reason number four, video editing is the bane of my existence. Future episodes are all going to have gameplay video, possibly webcam footage, however, this one won't. So, for God's sake, rest your eyes for this one.
Hello there. My name is David. If you are anything like me, you have always had a deep appreciation of video games. If you are anything like me, you have also fallen in love with music. And if you are anything like me, you work a full-time job and are lacking in the time to pursue or maintain both of these interests separately. This, quite frankly, isn't enough for me. So I'm going to do both. Around 1 year ago, I picked up a funny looking little instrument called an ocarina. I had learned about this instrument from a game called Legends of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. A game, mind you, that I have never played. I wasn't inspired by the franchise really all that much. I was really just looking for an instrument that was different and seemingly accessible. After very minimal research, I decided an ocarina was a pretty good fit. After a year of playing, however, while my passion has grown, my skill and focus are very seriously lacking. Playing around can only get you so far. It's time that I pick something and really learn it, really study it, and really deepen my relationship with music. On the other hand, after a few years out of high school and a few years into the weight of the real world, I find myself missing what games like Pokemon and Mario did for me growing up. I spent a long time bouncing back and forth between my interests, never really being able to let go and be absorbed into the games I played, never being able to reach a stepping stone as a musician that I could be proud of. This striving for satisfaction and dull disappointment that followed led me to this decision. I can't play my game unless I play my ocarina, and I can't play my ocarina unless I play my game. The game I've chosen for this project is Ocarina of Time for a few reasons. First of all, it'll be a new experience. As I mentioned earlier, I have never played the game. Second of all, this game is considered to be one of the best games of all time. And finally, the title. Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. So, I started this project with the intention of not progressing in the game until I learned the song at any given point of the game. In other words, I wouldn't be able to hit start on the title screen until I learned the title theme song. And then I had to make a decision about the 3 short cutscenes at the end of the main title sequence. And then I couldn't start the game until I learned the song playing in the file select menu. And then I hit start and was smacked in the face with multiple cutscenes and multiple songs before ever gaining control of Link. Needless to say, I don't know what to expect, so the working plan as of now is to play the game for a while and put it down until I learn all the discovered songs up to where I stopped, then continue back and forth. So I will pursue my interests separately but towards a common goal. At the end of the project, I will have an analysis of the game, the music, and how they come together as a whole. Right off the bat is the title screen. It's a shot of Link riding a horse, and the music is absolutely beautiful. With one melody, you can taste the morning air and the freedom of the wilderness, a passionate call to adventure. For this song, I used my Alto C Night by Noble 12-hole ocarina. My phone is the only thing I have that captures the sound of the ocarina with any semblance of quality, so I recorded this after work one night. Now, before we hit start, there are three short cutscenes that can play at the end of the title sequence. I only noticed this because I sat at the title screen for an hour trying to learn the song by ear. Unfortunately, I have untrained ears, and I wanted to continue, so I gave up trying to learn by ear and looked up some sheet music. Back to the point, we have a scene of Link encountering a mystery character on a bridge, a scene of Link in some sort of chamber with a woman and two witches, and a scene of Ganondorf riding a horse through flames. Thankfully, there isn't really any music in these scenes, only sound effects. It's almost like the absence of music after the main theme pulls you into the mystery of these cutscenes. I'd forgotten that damn near every game I've personally played has a file select menu, so after hitting start and hearing a new song begin to play, I became a little frustrated. I was still on the original plan at this point, so despite my frustrations, I found that the song playing is called Great Fairy Fountain, and quickly learned it so I could begin to play the game. Great Fairy Fountain has a very mellow sort of melody, but it follows a steady rhythm. To me, it serves as a gentle reminder of the task at hand. Learning this song showed me the difficulty of playing to a steady, rigid beat while maintaining the character and life of the song. I caught myself getting impatient with my ability to handle a steady rhythm and began playing through the notes in rapid succession, but it sounded very robotic. It doesn't matter if you have the notes down. This aspect of music is one of the things that draws me in. A combination of random frequencies can express something greater than the sum of its parts. Anyway, here's my go at it. So, I could finally begin the game. As soon as I hit start, I was met with a cutscene of a woman being taken out of the castle on a horse, and then Ganondorf following. As Ganondorf appears and faces Link, a short little tune plays called Enter Ganondorf. While I wouldn't so much consider this a song, it's a sequence of notes intended to express something. It is made apparent that this is a dream. I was able to find some sheet music, but I was dumbfounded when I saw notation for an E sharp. I'm not going to pretend to know music theory, but I do know that an E sharp is F. That's why there isn't a black key between the E and F keys on a piano. So I lost my mind trying to figure out what was going on, and I noticed that in front of the treble clef there were two sharp symbols. This led me down a rabbit hole of key signatures. Long story short, the song was notated in a D major key signature, meaning that every F and C on the staff were actually sharp, and as such, in order to express a basic F note, E sharp was written. Another minor issue with Enter Ganondorf is that it's very impactful. It's a sort of dark and serious jingle. It uses chords, not single notes. I've found that sticking to the highest note in each chord is enough to loosely follow the feel when you can only play one note at once. So for now, this is my cover of Enter Ganondorf. Next song plays while the Deku Tree is speaking to Navi, a fairy. He speaks of evil forces rising and instructs Navi to accompany the boy without a fairy. The song is aptly called Deku Tree. The first hurdle to jump is that the arrangement exceeds the range of my 12-hole Alto C Ocarina. The good news is that I happen to have a triple chamber bass C Ocarina that I've been too nervous to learn how to play. You see, this is good news, not only because it's an excuse to face my fears, but a deep, serious song such as this will sound better with lower notes. The melody for this song is nice and simple, no weird rhythms. However, it's the first song I've learned on a triple chamber, and it took me all of my free time over a full work week to get the hang of switching between chambers somewhat smoothly. Breath control is another hurdle, as each chamber, as well as the range of notes on each chamber, require different amounts of air to play cleanly. This started out as a song that commanded attention and respect, perfect for the Great Deku Tree, but as of right now, I'm completely tired of it and ready to move on. Here we go. After the Deku Tree's conversation with Navi the fairy, Navi flies about, and a fun little jingle plays, fun to listen to, not to eat. I mean play. This song is titled Fairy Flying. I'm not quite sure where they got the title from. Anyways, it's fast. It's very fast. And it also exceeds the range of my 12-hole, so it's back to breaking my wrists with the triple chamber. After looking at the sheet music, I'm confident that the issue will not be learning the notes. The issue will be learning to navigate the ocarina competently. At this point, I think it's important to note that I am writing this script incrementally. I am watching my gameplay, stopping when I find a new song, writing my thoughts, learning the song, and then only after learning the song, coming back to writing down my insights and continuing the cycle. I began this project on August 23rd, 2025. It is now October 9th. It's been 3 weeks since I got to the Navi cutscene, and for various reasons, mainly a lack of free time, I'm going to go ahead and cut it here for the first segment of this project. As I'm currently too sick to hold a steady breath, the only type of progress I can make right now is digital. Most aspects of what I'm doing with this project are completely new to me, so please let me know how I'm doing. Have a good night.